नमस्ते, सुस्वागतम शेरदिल में। हेलो, वेलकम। वेल, आज स्मृति पॉडकास्ट में एक ऐसे गेस्ट को लेके आई है जो अमिताभ बच्चन के शायद सबसे बड़े फैन है। शायद बाकी के फैंस थोड़ा दुखी हो जाएं ये सुन के, लेकिन एक्चुअली क्या है ना कि ये हमारे कंट्री से ही नहीं है। ही इज ऑल द वे फ्रॉम इजराइल। एक ऐसे फैन जिनको बचपन में इनके फादर साहब ने खेलने के लिए टॉयज नहीं, अमिताभ बच्चन के फिल्मों के कैसेट्स दिए, और जिन्होंने अमिताभ बच्चन के एक फिल्म को 200 बार से भी ज्यादा बारी देखा, और एक सांस में पता नहीं कितने ही नाम उनके फिल्मों के बता पाते हैं जो शायद मैं भी ना कर पाऊं। स्वागत करती हूँ ऑल द वे फ्रॉम इजराइल से मोजेस सपीर का।
शेरदिल विद स्मृति।
All right, Moses, it's so good to talk to you. बड़ी खुशी हो रही है, और सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग बात यह है कि जहां मैंने सोचा था कि शायद तुमसे इंग्लिश में बातें करनी पड़ेंगी, लेकिन नहीं, तुम हिंदी भी गजब के बोल लेते हो। ऑल थैंक्स टू अमिताभ बच्चन जी। वेलकम टू शेरदिल वंस अगेन मोजेस। चलो मुझे ये बताओ कि फर्स्ट आपने अमिताभ बच्चन से मतलब कब आप उनके दीवाने बने, और कैसा रहा, ये कैसे हुआ ड्यूरिंग योर चाइल्डहुड डेज इन इजराइल?
My parents immigrated from Georgia in the early 70s. The Georgian Jews immigrated to Israel to settle here. In the early 50s and 60s, many Indian films were shown in Georgian cinemas with Russian and Georgian dubbing. Films like Avara, Shricha Sobis, Pulor Pater, Ganga Jamna, Sangam, Mera Naam Joker, Aradna. So these films were very popular in Georgia. So my parents, they fall in love with the Hindi cinema, and they were huge fans of Raj Kapoor, Rajendra Kumar, Rajesh Khanna, Dharmender. Especially Raj Kapoor films were very popular in Georgia those days. So basically, after my parents came to Israel in the early 70s, they came with the love for Hindi cinema. They started in the 50s and the 60s in Georgia. So here in Israel, Hindi films were very popular. Films like Avara, Shricha Sobis, Sangam, Pulor Pater been very popular in Israel. So Israeli people fall in love with Hindi cinema here in Israel, in all the big cities. So they going to watch each day a new Hindi film, a new classic of those time. So my parents they continue to go to Hindi films in the Israeli cinema theaters each weekend. So that time Amitabh Bachchan started to be the youth star of Hindi cinema. So उस ज़माने की अमित जी की films were very popular in Israel. They start from Anand, after that Zanjeer and Farar and Sholay and Divar, and Amit ji become a huge popular star in Israel among the Hindi film lovers. People wanted to see only his films. So in my childhood, my father was buy for me a video cassette of Amit ji's films like Hera Fairy, Sate Pe Sata, Divar, Zanjeer. So I start to watch Hindi films of Amit ji in video cassette. I'm sure he take me also in the late 70s to see in cinema, but इतना मुझे याद नहीं है मैं कौन सी फिल्म देख चुका हूँ, शायद अमर अकबर एंटोनी था. So all my childhood, since I remember myself, I start to watch Amit ji's films on video cassette, Amar Akbar Anthony, Divar, Khudar, Kasme Vade, Namak Halal Don, all huge hits I had in my video cassette collection that my father bought to me. He never bought to me toys like, kashti, hati, cars. My gift was as child Amit ji's video cassette, his films. It was a very huge thing for me.
क्या बात है, मजा आ गया ये सुन के यार। बहुत कम पेरेंट्स होते हैं जो इस तरह से अपने बच्चों को इतना इंस्पायर करते हैं। आई एम सो हैप्पी। सो आई वुड लाइक टू से थैंक यू अंकल, आपने अमित जी का इतना बड़ा फैन तैयार कर दिया। खैर बढ़ते हैं आगे। मोजेस ये बताओ कि ये तुमने हिंदी जो सीखा, ये अमिताभ बच्चन की फिल्में देख के ही सीखी, तो ये कैसे इन्फ्लुएंस हुआ? और see, lot of people, I also sometimes watch a different language series on OTT, but ऐसा नहीं होता कि मुझे उस लैंग्वेज को सीखने की इच्छा नहीं जागती। आपके साथ ऐसा कैसे हुआ, ये बताओ।
So as you know, स्मृति, मैं हिंदुस्तानी नहीं हूँ, मैं यहाँ इसराइल में पैदा हुआ। I'm an Israeli Jewish born in the city of Haifa in Israel. So बचपन में मैं इतने अमित जी के फिल्म देख चुका हूँ, more than 200 times each films like महान, Dawn, सत्य पे सत्ता, नमक हलाल, खुदार, मार्ग, मुकद्दर का सिकंदर, पुकार, याराना नसीब, देश प्रेमी, राम बलराम, Hera Fairy, Inkelab, Sharabi, Mili Lavaris, and most of Amij's films I had in my collection. So I learned Hindi during watching these films so many times. I even enjoyed later films like Silsila, Meazad, Bemisal, that they were with the very serious plot. But these films I didn't understand them so much. Even I watched them many times, but when I became teenager and I loved this film, I understand the plot of this serious film like Manzil, Silsila, Meazadu, Agnipat, and Doan Jane. They were very beautiful films, especially ऋषिकेश मुखर्जी's films जो बचपन में मेरे को इतना पसंद नहीं आया. Films like Anand, Namakaraar, Allah, Mili. But when I grown up, these films also become my favorite ones. I think Hrishikesh Mukherjee, the films that he done with Amiji were fabulous films like Abhiman and films like Alap that it's unrated films, but Amiji's performance was very, very amazing. This kind of film, Jurmana, Bemisal, Alap, Abhiman, just fantastic cinema. So basically, I learned Hindi from Amiji's films, as I mentioned, after watching each film so many times. So I know to speak Hindi good enough, but I can understand very nice Hindi, more than I can speak. So this is the reason why I know Hindi. It's because of Amiji's films.
सच कहूँ तो मोजेस, इतने सारे अमिताभ बच्चन के फिल्मों के नाम मैं भी एक लाइन से ले नहीं सकती यार. टू गुड मैन, टू गुड ब्रदर. तो ये बताओ, अपने मैन ऑफ ड्रीम्स यानी कि अमिताभ बच्चन, दी अमिताभ बच्चन से मिलना, ये कैसा रहा? वो हाउ वाज द एक्सपीरियंस? शायद आप कमलिस्तान स्टूडियोज में उनसे मिले थे 2005 में. प्लीज टेल अस अबाउट इट मोर.
So after so many years of admiration, love and affection from Amiji, I decided to fly to India in 2005 during my army days. I take some chutti, as you say in Hindi, to fly to India that I can meet Amiji. So some nice people from Mumbai, they took me to meet Amiji in Kamalistan studio in Mumbai. Amiji was shooting for his home production film called Family, directed by Rajkumar Santoshi, and it was a dream come true moment for me. I even not remember the first second that I saw Amiji and he shake my hands. Thanks God I have the pictures that I can remember this, but it was a dream coming true for a little child from age of 3 start watching his films. Amiji was very, very kind to me, invited me to the set to see the action sequence of the climax of that film called Family, and I sat there and I saw Amiji in action with guns and blood and fight. It was a very huge experience for me, and thank to Amiji and his team that allowed me to be on the set of this film. It was very, very nice experience for me. So basically after the shoot of this action sequence, Amiji took me and my little sister to the van. We talk about films, about songs, about my love and affection to him since my childhood, and Amiji was very kind. He showed me on his laptop clips from Sarkar that not been released yet, Sankar and Batir Babli Ot Abhishek ki film Das. So it was a very, very nice experience to sit with him and speak about films, about my childhood, about my favorite roles of him. Very, very huge experience for me.
That's amazing. I'm so happy that you got to meet the man. देर आए दुरुस्त आए कहते ना, मतलब थोड़ा ज़रूर समय लगा लेकिन आप मिल लिए. यू नो, दिस मेक्स मी सो हैप्पी. हम इंडिया में रह के आज तक अमित जी से मिल नहीं पाए. हाँ, उनसे मैसेजेस पर अक्सर बातें हुआ करती हैं. जब मैं उनको विश करती हूँ उनके नए फिल्म के लिए या बर्थडे के लिए, तो वो डेफिनेटली आभार करके एक रिस्पॉन्स ज़रूर करते हैं. चलो, मैंने इसमें भी अपना बता दिया कि मेरी भी थोड़ी बहुत है उनके साथ इन टच हूँ मैं. खैर, बढ़ती हूँ आगे. मोजेस, तुमने अपने बेटे का नाम अमित रखा है इन ऑनर ऑफ अमिताभ बच्चन सर. क्या बात है, इसके बारे में बताओ. एंड ऑल्सो, क्या अमित भी, मतलब आपका बेटा अमित, बॉलीवुड के लिए उतना ही इंथुजियाज्म रखता है जितना आप हैं? और आपकी फैमिली, उनके बारे में ये बताइए.
Yes, I named my son Amit after Amitabh Bachchan. His full name is Amit Sapir, and Amit was very, very kind that his team called me when Amit was born to wish me on behalf Amit ji. My son Amit grown up with Amit's films, Amit's songs, video clips, his dance style, and he also become a huge fan. I'm not saying it because he's my son. And not only Amit, even my daughter Agam and my little son Amit, they love Amiji, they love Hindi films, they watch Hindi films with me in the theater and at home with all our collection. And my little son Roy is just 7 years old. He is an encyclopedia of Amitabh Bachchan films. I'm not saying it again because he's my son, but as a kid that is only 7 years old, his knowledge is incredible. He knows each song, each film, each scene. He knows all the cast and crew that worked with Amiji. If you will see Sate Pesata, he knows that this guy is Amjad Khan. He was also in the film Shole, in Nasib and Brasad Ki Ekrat. So yeah, mahol tha ghar pe to watch Hindi films, especially Amitabh Bachchan films, songs, and to enjoy his charisma also in our home. If we will talk about films that my kids love, so they saw all Amiji's films, most of them. They saw the classic film that they love very, very much, like Sate Pesata and Sohag and Nasib and Kalia. And from this generation of films, they love Buddha Hoga Tera Baap and Shamitab. They find Shamitab very, very nice film. And also there was Piku and Pink. So they watch all the films. They especially love the classic films, like I said, Sate Pesata, and Juba, and Agnipat, and Amar Akbar Anthony, Dostana, Kalia, Zamir, Sohag, many films. Special film that they love and appreciate is Black. They watch the Black and they say that Dad, you are right, Amitabh Bachchan is the best actor in the world.
इंडीड उनको ऐसे ही नहीं कहा जाता सदी के महान नायक. क्या बात है. तो अब अपने कलेक्शन के बारे में बताओ. तुम्हारी एक पूरी लाइब्रेरी है जिसमें अमिताभ बच्चन के सीडीज, कैसेट्स, रिकॉर्ड्स सब कुछ भरे हुए. इसके बारे में बताओ. और सबसे रेयर कलेक्शन कौन सा है तुम्हारे पास?
About the collection that I have at home of Amiji's films and songs, so I start to collect from age 3 or 4 all Amiji's films on video cassette. My dad has bought to me many of them. After that, I grown up and I continue to buy all the films without Hebrew subtitles. Films like Huda Gava and Ham and Najuba and Insania, they came to Israel on video cassette without Hebrew or English subtitles. So ऐसे तरीके से मैंने हिंदी सीखा for watching film without any subtitles. So I have all Amiji's films on video cassette, on DVDs from Sati Hindustani, from the last one that released on DVD. It was Shamitab and the Piku and Teen. After that, the films came on OTT and not released on media. I have all the LPs, because most of them that I found, it was a very difficult mission to get the vinyl records, the LP records of Amiji's films, of Amiji's live shows. So I have all this stuff in a very, very nice room that I dedicated for Amiji in my home, with all the films, posters, books, CDs. It's a very, very huge collection and very, very expensive because I have only original stuff. I never buy a piracy CD on DVD. All is original, all the CDs, all the video cassette, on the Blu-rays. And I'm very, very happy that I collect all these series, all these pictures, magazines and films and records. It's a very, very nice collection.
अपने घर में एक पूरा रूम डेडिकेट कर देना अपने फेवरेट स्टार को, इट्स अ बिग थिंग. ऑलराइट, ये बताइए कौन सी फिल्म ने, कौन से अमिताभ बच्चन फिल्म ने सबसे ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट डाला आपके ऊपर, मोजेस?
I love many of Amiji's films that have an impact in my life, not directly, but for example, the film Shakti. When I become a father, I understand the film more deeply. For example, the way Dilip Sahab, he loves Amiji, but he can't tell him. And in other side, Amiji's character Vijay, he loves his father so much, but he never told him this. So these films you can understand more when you become a father yourself and you have kids. And the films like Sate Pesata, when you saw it, so you enjoy your life because har scene itni colorful hai, the songs and the comedy scenes, and even Amar Akbar Anthony. I think Amar Akbar Anthony, this is a film that many of Israeli people fall in love with the Hindi cinema. And I think also it's the first film that I saw of Amiji in my life that I remember. The climax songs, it was so magical for little child to see all these three brothers singing, Anhoni Kohoni Karde. It was so beautiful with all the heroines and the villains there. What a nice film Manmohan Desai made. And if you ask me what is the most beautiful Hindi film that made in the history of Hindi cinema, in enjoyable thing, I will say it's Amar Akbar Anthony. Maybe it's not the best Hindi film, but it's the best entertaining Hindi films I think ever made in India, because all the songs, the story of three brothers, and the comedy of Amiji in front of the mirror, it was very, very nice, and it's impacted me very, very much in my life.
Completely agreed. Amar Akbar Anthony, देख तेरे को मारा, कितना मारा. Oh my God, that mirror scene. Yes, oh, too good. Amitabh Bachchan was really good. चलिए बढ़ते हैं आगे और मुझे ये बताइए, Moses, that how have Amitabh Bachchan films influenced your perception of Indian culture? And have they inspired you to explore other facets or the things of the country?
Because of Amitabh Bachchan films, I got to know more about India, the culture, the festive days. For example, when you saw Sholay and Silsila, you got to know about Holi. When you saw Lavaris, you got to know about Raksha Bandhan. So during Amiji's films, you can know the culture of India so good. You know the songs and the pure Hindi. So Amiji का जो हिंदी जो है बहुत खूबसूरत हिंदी है. So it's about the Hindi language. It's about the colorful songs and the lyrics. Films like Alap, you can hear a very other things on the other side of Indian classical music. Also same with the Abhiman. So yes, I found India more interesting because of his films, as also because of Raj Kapoor films and Bhima Roy films and many others great directors like Yash Chopra and Manmohan Desai and Rishikesh Mukherjee. But because most of the films that I saw in my childhood was Amitabh Bachchan films, so I got to know more about India, about the cities, because some of the films shot in Kashmir and Pukar shot in Goa and Dawn shot in Mumbai. So you got to know about the names of the cities because of Amitabh Bachchan films. ये Mumbai है, ये नासिक है, ये कश्मीर है, ये गोवा है. So you, for age of 5 or 3 or 4, you learn about India because of these films.
Lovely. I hope that you get to come to Kashmir also very, very soon. Please visit India. आ जाओ और हमसे भी मिल लेना यार. On that note, your love for Amitabh Bachchan is definitely epic. Okay. How does your wife feel about it? Is she a big fan too, or does she ever tease you about your passion for Amitabh Bachchan and Indian culture altogether?
My wife, she knows about my admiration and my love to Amiji. She's so many years with me. But from the beginning, when I was dating her, I told her that I love Amiji. I'm his fan since childhood, and I have a huge collection of his films and songs at home. So she thought, yes, like others, he will have some films, and वो बहुत बड़ी बातें करते हैं. And when she came to my home first time, she was amazed by the collection and my love to Amiji. And then she noticed what Amiji means to me. And also before our marriage, I fly to India to take Amiji's blessing. So she knows about this. She's not crazy fan like me, but she watching with me and in the theater and at home Amiji's movies. She likes him a lot. I hope she will meet him also very, very, very soon.
Yes, fingers crossed, my dear. So apart from you, do other people in Israel love Bollywood movies as well? Are there any particular actor or films that are popular there these days?
Hindi films are very, very popular in Israel from the 50s, 60s, 70s. Shami Kapoor films, Raj Kapoor films, Avara, Shicha Sobis, Tisri Manzil, Jangli, and Janwar of Shami ji, and Rajendra Kumar films, Poror Patar of Dharmdaram ji, Dilip Kumar's Ganga Jamna, and many, many others. But if you ask me who is the two actors that are very, very popular in Israel, I will say Amitabh Bachchan and Raj Kapoor. Because of them, Hindi films become very, very popular in Israel. And today, the most icon and popular actor in Israel is Amitabh Bachchan. Bagban, the film जो है, is very very popular in Israel. People always asking the TV to show this film again and again. Films like Nasib, Sate Pe Sata, Raj Kapoor, Sangam, even Shami Kapoor films people love here, like Evening in Paris and Brahmachari. So yes, indie films very popular in Israel. We have Indian channels here in Israel that broadcasting Hindi films with Hebrew subtitles, and we show the full film without any break. If it's 3 hours film, we will show it without any break, with Hebrew subtitles, with the songs, and including full film. So people here love the Hindi films, not only the Indian Jewish that came to Israel from India, also the Israeli people love the Hindi films. Some people say that it's too long films, itni gaane hai, but फिर भी वो देखते हैं because the emotions and the stories about the family. So yes, people love here Indian films, especially the classic ones, also the new ones, but they always say that the actors from the past, they are better actors from this generation. So, but if I need to mention an actor that Israel loves is Amitabh Bachchan is the most popular here, and also Raj Kapoor.
I truly hope दूसरे एक्टर्स भी वहां तक पहुंचे, उनको भी लोग पसंद करें. I hope Shah Rukh Khan reaches you. I'm sure people are there who loves Shah Rukh. There's Salman, there's Hrithik. खैर बहुत amazing actors हैं हमारे फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में. Moses. On that note, so अगर अमिताभ बच्चन इजराइल आते हैं अभी, what would be the first place that you would like to take him, and कैसा स्वागत करोगे आप इजराइल में उनका?
You know, this question about Amitabh Bachchan in Israel, it's a dream of all Amij's fans and well-wishers over the years here in Israel. I will tell you, Smita, that Amij's film released in Israel from the 70s, you know, Desh Premi, Parvarish, Sohag, Dawn, Milli, Hera Feri, Ram Balram, Nasib, Yarana, Pukar, all these films released in Israel. I even have some, the poster in the Hebrew version of this. So people love Amiji a lot here. So it will be a dream come true for many of his Israeli well-wishers and fans. If Amiji will come to Israel, I will take him to Jerusalem, to the Western Wall, to pray there and to have some connection with this holy place. And I hope this dream will come true someday. And I want to thank you for all your affection over the years, and all your listeners. I'm sending to all of you lots of affection and love and care from Israel. God bless you always.
Moses, तुम इजराइल में जहां खड़े होते हो, अमिताभ बच्चन के फैन फॉलोइंग की लाइन वहीं से शुरू होती है. Thank you. That was a bad enactment, but I love you. God bless you too. Lots of love for Israel from India.